It is estimated that 27% of 122,000 medical students were depressed. And having seen that, I am making this video to help some medical students, help some people out there that are dealing with this by equipping them with something that really helped me. The first thing I want to share with you is simply being more self-aware. It is very, very important. What do I mean by self-aware, first of all? Being self-aware means that you understand why you feel certain emotions. Analyze yourself. Just sit down in a chair. Go for a coffee, on your own. Yes, on your own. Grab a notepad and write. Write. Why do I feel bad? Maybe I feel bad because of this. It doesn't ring that much, no. Maybe it's because of something else. Investigate. Learn. Because the way that you tackle these feelings, these depressive, horrible feelings, is knowing where they're coming from. Don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it. Because the more that you ignore it, the more that you put it aside, the more that it will hurt in the future. The more that it will nibble at you very, very slowly until there's nothing left of you. You will feel so agitated for no reason. You will feel so depressed. You don't want to do anything because you haven't solved this problem in the subconscious of your mind. Because if you throw it at the subconscious of your mind, if you keep throwing things at the back, they will accumulate. And they will take a toll on you massively, on your body and on your mind. And the solution to it is very simple. Open that box. Open it, go deeper, keep going deeper. Find it. Find why you feel this bad. And you start to see patterns in yourself. The more that you see patterns in yourself, the more that you can become a better person and the more resilient you become. Let's say I come back from medical school. Man, I can't do this, man. ترمي شنطة زعلان مش عاجبك. I'm gonna quit. What is this? Calm down. Why? Well, it's too hard. Why is it too hard? What do you mean by too hard? Investigate. If you see a patient suffer in front of you, screaming, and you go back home and you feel bad, why do you feel bad? Write your feelings down. Share them. Why not? Why do you have to clog it inside? Talk, man. Thing I want to share with you, and this will be controversial. You have to shift your mind from tests and exams to patients. There's a lot of medical students out there, including myself, that feel overwhelmed. What if I told you this? How much more would you enjoy medicine if you knew that there was no test? Forget about the test. That you were only studying for the patients and sitting in front of you. That's it. That's all you have to study about. How much more would you enjoy it? For me, it's a game changer. If I'm studying for a test and I'm studying for a patient, it's completely two different worlds. Because the way I study for a test, I'm scared, I'm anxious, I want to succeed. What if they bring this question? Oh my God. But if you study for a patient, I'm going to do the best of my ability. I'm probably going to study more because I care about my patient. It's a human being sitting in front of me. It's someone that I can actually help, and it motivates me. يمكن أفوت من هاي الجهة عشان أحاول أعالجه. You can study for a test to pass, so you can get a high grade, so you can get a good place, future, of course. But don't make that your priority. Think about your patients. Every time you study something, imagine a patient sitting in front of you and you treating them. That's how your mindset should be. If I study well enough for my patient, I'm going to do well in my exam. So it takes that pressure off you. It really does. If you just shift your mindset from the test to the patient, just shift it. Oh, I have an exam, I'm scared. No, forget the test. Focus on the patient. But I still need to study all this information, right? Well, not necessarily. There are certain things in medicine that you study only because of exams. Don't study them, it's fine. You won't get a bad grade, by the way, because you've already nailed, let's say, 90% of the information. So 10% of the information that you won't need in the future, don't study it, okay? And if you need it in the future, then you can study it, to allow yourself to breathe a bit and to focus on the things that you'll actually need. And this way, when you study like this, you don't feel overwhelmed. Never think that a good test will outweigh you focusing on your basics. And I've said this before as well. If your main goal is helping people and you study something so well, man, you study it so well that you remember it for years, but you sacrifice some things that come in a test, sacrifice those things, that's fine. You would probably get slightly a lower mark, but that's fine, because you're focusing on the patient. And it takes some of that pressure off you. You don't have to be exceptional in everything. It's fine. Know what you want from medical school. I want to be the top student. Okay, why do you want to become the top student? I swear to you, if I was the last student in the cohort that got the lowest grade, but I got the most impact in helping my patients, I will take it without even thinking about it. Because my patients will supersede anything, and how I treat them and how I care about them. And so you start to filter what you study because you're trying to focus on your patients. And you filter some of the things that you don't need to study, and you don't feel as overwhelmed, okay? So just to summarize, be more self-aware and filter information so that you study for your patients. I hope Allah blesses every single one of you. Takbir, like to help me and my journey on YouTube. And as always, Assalamu alaikum.